Alright. Hi everyone, and welcome to TWF Friday Night Smackdown. I, Tony Schiavone, Michael Cole, and Corey Graves here, and today on Friday Night Smackdown, we are going to see, I don't know what we're going to see here today, but it's going to be good, you know. And today on Friday Night Smackdown, we're going to see something good, Tony Schiavone says. I don't know what we're going to see. Well, you know what? Michael Cole said that's always a thing, Tony Schiavone. We never know what we're going to see in the toy wrestling gathering. And that's what happens here on Friday Night Smackdown. Well, Corey Graves says, we don't know what's going to happen, but I always know that I'm going to have something that I can shame. Someone I can shame or guilt or scathe for. You know, I know that, and that's what I'm looking forward to. Shaming or guilting or scathing some good wrestler and backing up some heel wrestler. Alright, Trini Kwan goes. You wonder why I'm in the ring here today. Now, I have been in the toy wrestling gathering, I'm going to say, probably since 2009 YL, maybe 2010 YL, something like that. Now, the only time I was ever pulled into a match was back when the Shield beat me and Randy Savage up, back in 24 between FYL. And I don't really get matches that much. So, why am I here? Because I come in today, and Austin Theory says something like, "Oh, Trini Kwan, you died in 2020 YL. So how are you still alive? And you were not the greatest of all the yellow keepers out there, or whatever." And I said, Austin Theory, and he goes, "You think you're so cool because you know some kind of fighting crap." I said, Austin Theory, if you think you can fight me, why don't we have a match? So it ended up happening, and now, yeah, it happened, Trini Kwan, didn't it? Oh, it happened, Trini Kwan, didn't it? Austin Theory says. Here you are, the first mighty shifting yellow keeper. From 9 between 93 YL till 9 between 94 YL, when Alicia Campbell took your stead. But you know, going to that rest gathering for the 4-1 lands, they said that was a cover. Because the truth is, you and Zach Taylor and Jason Lee Scott, you all became overkeepers. And who knows what happened after that? Because you're never heard from ever again. Oh, you're talked about from time to time. You know, mostly. But you don't show up again until, I know when you show up again. At the end of Mega Team. That's when you showed up. Oh no, you also showed up again in Beast Morphers or Fiend Shifters. And the last time you showed up was in Mighty Shifting Might Keepers One and Forever when you died helping your friend Billy. How the hell, Trini, did you how did that even happen? That was the show. Alright, the show has its own law. The film, games, and funny books have their own law. And in this world, I'm still alive. You want to start something with me? Oh yeah, I want to start something with the first mighty shifting yellow keeper. You know, I want to start something with you. You know what, Austin Theory? You are like the two bullies that I knew when I went to Angel Grove High. From 9 between 92 YL to 9 between 94 YL. Their names was Frankus Barkweiler and Eugene Skolovich. And they used to bully me and Billy and Zach and Kimberly and Tommy all the time. And I heard that they started bullying Rocky and Aisha and Adam around too. But then you know what happened to them? They ended up, becoming law keepers, and from there they ended up giving up their bully ways, and they became on-look followers of followership. So Austin Theory, I know why you're a bully. There's something about you that you don't like about yourself. So you're going to self-cast everything you don't like about yourself onto me. Oh, so you think that I have something I don't like about myself, Trini, and I'm self-casting on you. Well, let me see about that. I ain't self-casting. Oh! And Austin Theory was going to hit Trini Kwan, and Trini beat him to it and knocked him down. Tony Schiavone says. That's right, Michael Cole says. Austin Theory was about to strike her, and she only beat him to it, Michael Cole says. Hey, Corey Graves says, that's wrong. That's wrong. Trini Kwan had no right to knock Austin Theory down, Corey Graves says. Well, Tony Schiavone said Austin Theory was going to strike Trini first. She just beat him to it. She saw it coming, Tony Schiavone says, and she hit first. So who was guilty of it? Austin Theory was guilty of it, Tony Schiavone says. Yeah, Michael Cole said Austin Theory was about to hit Trini Kwan, and she saw it, and ended up, beating him to it. And we do know that Austin Theory is now going to be bitching now about how he wants to have a match with someone now. Come in. Did you see what happened out there, Corone? You seen what happened out there, Astronomer? Yeah, I did. Are you going to handicap and weaken the first mighty shifting Yellow Keeper? No, Austin Theory. I saw what you did out there. Being a bully, being a creep. You want to hit Trini Kwan. Only Trini Kwan hit you first. You know what? I want a match with Trini Kwan, the first mighty shifting Yellow Keeper. Alright, I'll give it to you, Austin Theory. But do you know that Trini Kwan knows a fighting craft and you don't? Yeah, I don't know nothing about that, Austin Theory says. I know if I can get her in A downtown, I'd beat her. And I don't care if she knows a fighting craft or not. Alright, you get your match. Right now, go to ring. Hand up. Come on, don't fall over. Well, it looks like that Austin Theory is going to get his match that he wants here today on Friday Night Smackdown by fighting he fell down by fighting the first mighty shifting Yellow Keeper Trini Kwan here today, and he believes in himself about it. Tony Schiavone says, yeah, he does. He believes in himself. But at the end of the day, I don't think... Now the Fight Lord is in the ring now. And here comes Trini Kwan now. And Austin Theory... Oh! Austin Theory just struck down Trini Kwan. What the fuck? Austin Theory struck down Trini Kwan. He wants to put her in the A downtown. Oh! He just hit Trini Kwan with the A downtown. Tony Schiavone says. Well, Austin Theory beat the first mighty shifting Yellow Keeper, Trini Kwan. Michael Cole says if Austin Theory beats her, he'll just be shaming her and guilting her. Something she'll never ever, live down. 1, 2. Oh, we go. She kicked out. Austin Theory can't understand it. Trini Kwan knocked down Austin Theory. A body slam. Trini Kwan hasn't really wrestled too many times in a toy wrestling gathering, and you might be handicapped by certain things, Michael Cole says. But she knows a fighting craft, like all the mic keepers do. I can't think of any mic keeper who doesn't know a fighting craft, Michael Cole says. That's right, Tony Schiavone says. All the mic keepers, I guess, know fighting craft. I can't think of any one team and didn't. And Trini Kwan right now, keep in mind, it was Austin Theory who started this. She didn't want this fight. Austin Theory brought it on, Tony Schiavone said. You're right, Michael Cole says. Austin Theory brought this fight on. He's the one that did it. And they tell everybody in wrestling and fighting, it's only to be worked at last. You should never fight anyone in the beginning. If you can only fight if you had done everything you could do to end the bind without bringing on the fighting. And Trini Kwan right now is hopefully to get herself out of this bind that she's in, Michael Cole says. Tony Schiavone said Trini Kwan didn't want this fight. It was brought on by Austin Theory with a suplex or whatever you want to call it. I'll tell you what, Corey Graves says Trini Kwan thinks she's so cool or something because she was the first Mighty Shifting Yellow Keeper and whatever. And she ain't really that great. Oh, Austin Theory got it. Hey, downtown. How do you do that? 1, 2, 3. Ding, ding, ding. Here is your winner. Austin Theory. And Austin Theory has beaten Trini Kwan here today on Friday Night Smackdown. And we do know that might not go down well. And we know that Trini Kwan gave it her all here today, and she got beat by Austin Theory, Tony Schiavone says. Yeah, he got the A downtown on her, Michael Cole says, but she had the upper hand on him for most of the match, knowing that fighting craft she knows. See, it goes to show you that a wrestler can beat a fighter. What's the big unlikeness between a wrestler and a fighter? Not much. Trini Kwan will learn not to put herself in Austin Theory's business. Corey Graves says, alright, Michael Cole, Tony Schiavone. Alright, Tony Schiavone, Michael Cole. I'm going to be talking with Trini Kwan here today on Friday Night Smackdown. So, Trini, it seems that things didn't quite go the way you want them to go. No, things didn't go the way I wanted them to go. I didn't want to have a match with Austin Theory. Austin Theory brought me into that match. I didn't want it. I wanted to come to the ring and talk out our unlikeness. What they teach you when you become a craft fighter is that you don't fight anyone. You do everything you can do to get yourself out of the bind, talking it out. And you only fight when there is no choose to, when you've done everything you could do. Talking with someone, and you only fight them when you quit with everything you've done to put an end to the bind. You see, I was talking with Austin Theory. I was talking our unlikenesses. It was Austin Theory who wanted to strike me first, and I struck him back after he struck me first. Well, Trini, we do want to say that you are one of the well unlooked, mic keepers the first Yellow Keeper, even though some folks seem to think that it was a bad casting call there. Anyway, and you haven't wrestled as much, and somehow you lost Austin Theory. But do you think this bind between you and Austin Theory is still going on? Well, I sure hope I can put this bind between me and Austin Theory to rest. See, Austin Theory can talk about Austin Theory, he's a bully, and like most bullies, they're only bullying you because there's something about themselves they don't like. And Austin Theory is no unlike. So at the end of the day, Austin Theory, I hope I can put this behind me and get back to doing my play-by-play call work. Gene Okerlund. Alright, it was good talking to you, Trini Kwan. Thank you. That was my talk with Trini Kwan. Back to you, Tony Schiavone and Michael Cole. Oh. Well, that looks like it is all the time we've got here for Friday Night Smackdown. Thank you, Gene Okerlund, for talking with Trini Kwan here today on Friday Night Smackdown. And it looks like it is all the time we got here for Friday Night Smackdown. I, Tony Schiavone, Michael Cole, Corey Graves. We hope you like Friday Night Smackdown, and we'll see you tomorrow for Rampage or Ram Through.